Hello and welcome to Mondays with Mel. Today we're diving into everything essential oil supplements, and primarily we're focusing on emotional health and immune health. So I'm going to start first of all by talking about why we need supplementation. There's a lot of disagreements out there. Some people say, oh, we get plenty from our food. Some people say, oh, we don't need those are a waste. But you do need supplementation. There's no way possible that we can actually consume with real whole food exactly what we need for our bodies to function optimally. The reason for that, if you take one orange from 1950s and you compare the amount of vitamin A that came from an orange in the 1950s, it takes 21 oranges today to have the same amount of vitamin A. So one orange in 1950 to 21 today. I mean, that when I heard that for the first time during a training for an essential oil specialist certification, I was just blown away. Like 21 oranges. No one eats 21 oranges in a day. So we're not getting the vitamin A that people in the 1950s did get from that orange. So that is where insert essential oil supplements. What is so special about essential oil supplements is the essential oils and the minerals and the vitamins and all of the components of the supplements truly work synergistically with the whole food nutrition. And so you're getting maximum absorption. Your body is actually recognizing it because it's not synthetic either. So that is something that's huge that sets doTERRA supplements apart from anything else on the market. So I'm going to talk about really the first one I've talked before about lifelong vitality, but I'm going to talk about it for just a minute. And then I'm really going to dive into what supports your immune system and also what supports our emotional well-being, including some sleep, because that's really important right now for everyone, for your immune system and for your emotional health. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack, what it is, it has 3 different components. You've got your alpha CRS, which is really to support your body against free radicals. And so this is the cellular energy and longevity blend. And so nutrients that are included in are like CoQ10, the acetyl L-carnitine, which helps the metabolic process of cell to give you more energy. And then there's antioxidants in here that combat, oxidative stress and even aging, and supports mental clarity and energy. So then second of all, you've got your Microplex VMZ that helps with your vitamins. They're all bioavailable, your minerals, and your trace elements. These are things that we're not getting in our diet in enough quantity that our body truly needs. So the vitamin and minerals that are in supplements can be difficult for our body to absorb. And so the Microplex VMZ really solves that absorption problem by using a glycoprotein matrix that helps your body absorb the vitamins and chelated minerals. So that also helps you as well. Then last but not least, this is real life. My daughter is screaming at the moment. We have XE omegas. And so what that does is they're fatty acids, your essential oils, vitamin D, vitamin E, that help your joints, your skin, your cardiovascular system, your brain health with, these fatty fish. A lot of times fatty fish like this, to really consume the amount that you need, you spend a lot of money. And if you live in a landlocked state like I do, fish isn't an abundant resource that people can have. And so that is something that's so important because we don't get enough omegas, and it's just so important for our brains and our brain health to get omegas every single day. I actually give my kids the liquid form of the omegas in their smoothies every day. So you can see that this is the foundation. This is going to help energy, vitality, your immune support, all of the things by just giving your body maximum nutrition that you need every day. So let's dive into a little bit about some of my favorites actually for this time of the year. So we're talking fall, we're talking winter wellness. First of all, let's talk about On Guard. Now, On Guard, you truly can feel when your immune system isn't functioning at its best. You know your symptoms. You know when you're not 100%. That is when you need this On Guard. And what I recommend for people is to take a capsule or 2 every 2 to 3 hours, especially when you're feeling under the weather and just not 100%. The earlier that you know those symptoms and identify it and do something about it with these capsules, the better response it's going to be. Every virus has a life cycle, and it's critical within that first, part of the life cycle of the virus that you're using your essential oils to combat and really work in your body's favor. So what these On Guard capsules are is you have a combination of wild orange, clove, black pepper, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, oregano, rosemary, and melissa. So it's not just the On Guard essential oil. You've got extra powerhouses in there, such as oregano and melissa, that you are taking internally that are really supporting your cells. So these you want to take, one or more capsules as you need them. It's really not recommended to take these every single day because of how potent and strong that they are. So if you're feeling under the weather or you're in a really immune compromised situation, yes, like let's say you're a nurse working with COVID patients, or you're, a flight attendant, or careers that are, around a lot of people on a regular basis. I would take these every single day. I'm a teacher that's teaching in classrooms, etc. So these are the On Guard complex, great for that immune support. Next, let's talk Serenity Softgels. So these have lavender oil and natural plant extracts. So you got L-theanine, lemon balm, passion flower, and German chamomile in here as well. And this really helps you get the sleep that you need and waking up feeling refreshed. You don't feel groggy like taking sleeping pills. You don't, it really just helps your body calm, and it works at a cellular level to help calm your nervous system, reduce your stress, and make a difference in the quality of your sleep. So there's been numerous studies that have been done when you're taking these about 30 minutes before bed. Of course, you want to turn off your technology and kind of shut your mind off. And use all those strategies that are important to really get a restful night's sleep. So that's the Serenity capsules. It's so vital to have a great night's sleep. And that really impacts our immune system. It impacts our energy. It impacts our emotional health as well. If we're not getting quality sleep, we're not getting into those deep REM cycles, then it impacts our well-being. It impacts, our susceptibility to not feeling well, etc. So last but not least, because I don't want to be here all the evening, I could go on and on about all these supplements, is the Adaptiv line. But before I talk about the Adaptiv line, which really focuses on stress, which everyone is feeling right now, I think as people get into what to do for Halloween, what to do for Thanksgiving, are we going to see family this year? Is anyone going to be traveling or getting together? There's a lot of stress that people are really faced with right now. So here's 5 emotional signs of stress. 1, moodiness. 2, you're overwhelmed. 3, low self-esteem. 4, inability to relax. 5, avoidance. If any of those resonate with you, that is a sign of stress, okay? I know for me, several of those resonate with me and have resonated with me the last several months, just with all that's been going on in my life and within this world. So I've been leaning intently on these Adaptiv capsules, which is why I personally started with the Adaptiv wellness package that doTERRA has simplified for everyone. That's what I started with this month. So how to stop those anxious feelings and that massive amounts of stress. These are some great tips for everyone. So number 1, meditate. If you don't meditate, there's so many apps, YouTube videos out there. There's things that really can help with your overall mental well-being. It's going to help increase your mindfulness. It's going to help you potentially alter gene expression, which positively benefits your ability to overcome physical or mental challenges. And so it's just so powerful because you really are able to identify when your mind wanders and you refocus and focus on that breathing. And it's a great skill to have when you feel that stress, when you feel the anxious feelings. Second of all, use a mantra. There's so much of the brain that generally uses a lot of its resource to focus on self-judgment or reflection. And research shows that repeating a calming word or phrase can inhibit activity in that part of the brain, which helps you recenter and focus your thoughts. So having a mantra, and when your mind goes negative, using that to, change your thought process and really shift, redirecting your brain. Third, write things down. It's so important when you're writing something down because it really takes increased focus. And so I do daily brain dumps. If I need to get some things done, I'm a checklister because it really helps me think, okay, this is what I can control. This is what I cannot. This is what I'm going to focus on today and get it done. Number 4, be present. Mindfulness is all about being present, not thinking about the future and the past. And this is something that I struggle with on a regular basis because I love thinking about the future. It's one of my top strengths. And really focusing on the here and now, because you can't control the past and the future isn't here. So really focusing on the present will help with those anxious feelings of what's going to happen in the months or weeks to come. Number 5, do something. Break up the cycle. Go for a walk. If you're feeling a certain way, exercise, get out, talk to someone, reach out to someone. That little action step is going to help you overcome those anxious feelings. Put down candy. Sugar intake increases your anxious feelings and makes it harder for your body to redirect the stressors. So put the sugar down, which is really hard for me. And then say them out loud. A lot of times when you have, thoughts that come in, if you say it out loud, it really makes you question. You immediately stop what you're doing and you're like, oh, wait, it's a really powerful tool. And it's like, if you wouldn't say it out loud to yourself, stop thinking it. Number 8, laugh, because laughter is a really good medicine. So be around people that make you laugh. Do silly things that make you laugh. Just put on funny. I know when I was a kid, we would watch America's Funniest Videos. That's something that really helps bring out that fun and laughter. Number 9, exercise. Regular exercise is really good for your mental health long-term, but it also works acutely. So it helps with your endocrine system to mute those stress hormones and really amplify the feel-good, positive stress hormones. And then last but not least, let's talk about aromatherapy. Aromatherapy is so powerful. Essential oils have that ability to influence your emotions due to how the olfactory system interacts with your limbic system in your brain. Potent aromas do promote the feelings of calmness or relaxation. And that is why this whole adaptive system was even created to begin with. And I think it's so funny how the timing with the adaptive system was just so spot on, because it was something that we were, familiar with last year. And really now it's been put to the test, and really so many people are relying on it right now. And so utilizing the aroma to really just, relieve the anxious feelings or the high stress situations. And then also taking the Adaptiv Capsules. So using these conjunctively is so important. These calming capsules are really, really good for your just stress levels. What is in it is it's actually a new type, and I don't want to misspeak, so I'm going to look at it exactly. But it's a new type of, a new type of supplement. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. It was right here. That's a category. That's a brand new type of supplement called nootropics. And they're just a brand new dietary supplement. And so Kanna is one of the ingredients in here, which is called Sclerotium tortuosum. And it's one of the primary compounds in here. And this compound is from, it's been used in teas for centuries in South Africa, and it's used for spiritual purposes, for fatigue, thirst, hunger, and even response to stressful situations. And so that is where in the 19th century, late 19th century, Europeans were really investigating, like, what can this do? What's beneficial? How does it support us? And that's where it became a dietary supplement. And so it's relatively unknown in most of the world. It's newer. And so this, our multinational team of physicians and scientists patented an extract from that plant called Zembrin. And so Zembrin has gone through, it's a GRAS standard in the United States. And so it's safe for consumption. And what it does is it potentially has influence in your amygdala. And so it minimizes any anxiety inducing activities, it really regulates your critical thinking, your emotional responses, really just supports just calming of your body in a cellular level. So this was all based on some tests that have been done. There's been many studies done on Adaptiv. And so that is really how this works so effectively. So if you're feeling stress, if you're feeling the unknown, if you're, dealing with anxious feelings, get out your diffuser, diffuse your Adaptiv, roll your Adaptiv on topically and take deep breaths. And then also take those supplements internally to really have, that synergistic impact of internal and topical aromatic use to support your emotional well-being. So thanks everyone for being here tonight. I hope you enjoyed our Mondays with Mel this week, and we will be back next week with more tips on your winter wellness. Thanks everyone. Have a good night.